And we are live with Baxter 2. What is up, y'all? Hope you're having a great day. And I know, hopefully, you may be fearful right now because the title of this article is there is so much fear and FUD in this world that, most of the articles I'm going to be covering is all FUD news. It's like people are fearful of the recession, markets are down everywhere, this exchange stopped doing this here. And I think I really only have like 2 articles that are good. And oh yeah, sorry if I get blurry. I gotta fix this camera. This is just like it keeps going from blurry to clear, blurry to clear. I'll switch this out after this video, so we're going to be dealing this. But yeah, I got a new little setup going, so I'm going to be reading from this angle now instead of reading from over here. So yeah, so what's going on? What's happening? We had the Japan yen shut down their stock markets. We had some sell-offs or moves in crypto. Yeah, where should we even begin with all these articles? Well, I thought I covered this one from the Bitcoin magazine talking about the fear and greed index and how it hit a new extreme fear territory that I haven't seen in a while. And at the end of these videos, I always go over it saying, yeah, when the fear index says fearful, it's a great time to buy. And then when we're in greed, you may want to reconsider what you're going to do. So yeah, let's go over this article right here for you. And yeah, just as it's titled, Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index hits a near extreme fear. And this is a buying opportunity. Bitcoin market sentiment is near extreme fear, potentially presenting itself with a prime opportunity. Now, the latest data from Bitcoin magazine, Pros, Fear and Greed Index reveals that Bitcoin sentiment has dropped to a near extreme fear level, scoring 26 out of 100. Historically, such a low score suggests a potential buying opportunity for savvy investors, as the market sentiment indicates undervaluation and widespread caution. So here's that chart from the Fear and Greed Index. But yeah, that's exactly why people are so fearful. They're going, oh, should I sell my crypto? Is it going to go down completely? Well, those people aren't studying the markets, and especially where we are. We all know what's going to come just around the corner. But yeah, so this is what the common person usually feels like. But yeah, the Fear and Greed Index is a tool for assessing market sentiment and analyzing factors like volatility, momentum, social media trends, and Bitcoin dominance over other cryptocurrencies to help investors gauge when to buy or sell Bitcoin. Now, the index ranges from 0 to 24 being an extreme fear level, which is red. We have 25 to 46, which is the amber color. And then we have 46 to 49, which is a neutral level. 50 to 74 is greed, blue light territory. And then 75 to 100 is extreme greed. So when it's over here, you kind of want to be very cautious of where your money's at. Now, Bitcoin's current score of 26 reflects the heightened market anxiety coinciding with a recent 25% price drop for Bitcoin this week. Despite this, historical trends has suggested that periods of extreme fear often precede with price rebounds, making it an opportune moment for strategic investment. Now, the index has been reliable indicators showing that excessive fear typically signals undervalued conditions, whereas extreme greed may indicate overvaluation. Now, the consistent tracking of fear and greed levels can potentially provide a valuable insight, allowing investors to navigate the volatile Bitcoin market more effectively. As the Bitcoin market continues to evolve, the Fear and Greed Index remain essential for understanding market dynamics and making informed investment choices. Now, for more detailed information on insights and to sign up for a free trial, you can get that with the magazine's part. Now, you don't really need that. That was just an advertisement from the Bitcoin magazine. But no, this is just letting you know that it's we're fine. There's nothing to worry about. This is really just gauging the emotions of the common folk out there. So yeah, hopefully that helped. But let's go over all these FUD news articles now. What's to start off? Should I cover this one? Just give this little read through on how major index sharply lower amid the U.S. recession fears, the fall in Apple shares. This article doesn't pertain to crypto, but it's going over what is it? Just everything that's been going down lately. No, I'm not going to cover it. Let's just see what's been going down. Let's see. Shares in Apple fell after Berkshire Hathaway halved its stake in the iPhone maker. Billionaire investors Warren Buffett also let it crash. Nvidia, Microsoft, and Alphabet also slid, while CBO, Chicago Fed's president, Goolsby's downplayed recession figures. Now today we're seeing a sell-off of an extension of the anxiety that was felt last week. says Nivir. So yeah, this article I'm not going to go through because it's just letting you know, like, it's not just crypto that was going down, it was all markets that were affected by it. And the main thing really was the Japanese yen and their stock market that played a key role with it. Now that's the article I really do want to cover for you guys. So yeah, let's go through that one. This one's coming from DL News, and this is how Japan is triggering the crypto market sell-off and why Bitcoin's price can benefit from it. So again, it's still good news even though this happened. The Japanese yen is the most important macro variable, says Arthur Hayes. The BitMEX co-founder predicts the US will print more money in response to strengthen the yen, and many believe that money printing will boost cryptocurrency's price. And if you look at the charts, and historically, it really does. So this is a good thing for that to happen. But yeah, let's read this through this article. The global capital markets opened the week in the red, and crypto prices plunged the most since 2022. Fears of a U.S. recession, along with anxiety that Jerome Powell aired by not lowering the benchmark interest rate as the Federal Reserve's last meeting, are contributing to the market pessimism. Now, Arthur Hayes, the co-founder of BitMEX, noted another market trigger, the Bank of Japan's recent decision to raise interest rates and the effect it's having on the nation's currency. The yen is the most important macro variable, Hayes told DL News last week. Before the Monday sell-off, it will determine the prices of tech stocks and U.S. debt going forward, he said. Now, as Japan goes, if the U.S. policymakers react to Japan's rate hike the way Hayes predicts, it should be good for crypto. It's not the first time Hayes has linked the Japanese economy and crypto prices. In May, Hayes argued that Japan's weak yen could ignite a crypto rally that sends Bitcoin to new heights. Now, the situation starts with the Japan rising inflation. He says prices of goods and services in Japan are rising the fastest pace since 1980. Now, to combat inflation, the Bank of Japan announced on Thursday a 0.25% interest rate raise. But there's a problem. Raising rates also increases the amount of money the Japanese government must pay on its debt. Now, with the Japanese public debt at an estimated $9.2 trillion, or more than triple its GDP, even a small rate raise results in billions more interest rates on debt repayments. Now, to pay off the debt, the Japanese government needs to issue more debt. And to ensure demand for the new debt, Hayes said the government will ask Japanese investors to repatriate its capital. Now, this means selling foreign investments like tech stocks and U.S. debt and trading U.S. dollars for yen. Now, if they can sell that stuff and repatriate it and put it in the banking system, then the banking system can buy the debt it's issued at the prices the government can afford, he said. Now, unwinding the carry trade, interest rates in Japan have historically been low, and as a result, investors borrowed cheap yen and sold it for dollars and invested in U.S. stocks and bonds. Now that the BOJ of making it more expensive to borrow yen, so investors are being forced to unwind this trade. Now, this is called the carry trade, and whale-sized investors like hedge funds are exiting in droves, upending the markets. Now, the weakness in the U.S. equity market is a precursor to what will happen over the next 5 to 10 years as the policy is unwound, Hayes says. Now, the U.S. tech will suffer because the Japanese and anyone who funded in the yen will have to cover the short go-long yen repatriate capital. Now, more money printing? Japan's new economic path will withdraw billions of dollars from the U.S. stocks bonds, something the U.S. government and feds must respond to. They're going to have to find a way to print the difference and fill the hole that the Japanese have left, Hayes said. Adding that, the U.S. needs to make sure that stocks keep going up in prices of debt and keep rising so that they can fund the country. Now, there's various ways the U.S. can fill the hole, but they all are ultimately involve quantitatively easing or having the Fed print more money. Now, it is the money printing that Hayes is betting on that will be good for crypto prices. Many attributed Bitcoin's metric 2021's rise to the Fed's quantitative easing policies in response to COVID-19's pandemic. Whether such money printing will happen again remains to be unseen, and while Hayes remains confident that this situation will resolve with crypto moving higher, other investors aren't so sure. Bitcoin fell below 50,000 for the first time since January amid the sell-off. And as of right now, let me turn around. We got a TV back there. Wait, it's not showing the Bitcoin price, but I believe right now Bitcoin's price is at 54,000. So we pretty much gained $5,000 in market value since then. But yeah, so people bought the dip, but this is really what did cause it. So that was one of the things that happened with the crypto markets. Now, what else happened to cause this? Like maybe this fear, like the U.S. didn't sell off some Ethereum, or they definitely moved the Ethereum. But yeah, that's what this next article is going to go over. It's coming from Cointelegraph. And the US government transfers 300 Ethereum from Arkham Intelligence, or says Arkham Intelligence. The 300 Ethereum coins were transferred from a wallet identified as Noman Salim seized funds by the on-chain analytics firm. Now, why are they selling it? Is this because Trump's going to be getting in? He said, we're not going to be moving any of our crypto. So are they just trying to move it away? I don't know. But this also took place today. So again, it is like nothing but FUD articles today, and maybe just two good ones or nice ones. Let's say that. But let's go through this article. According to Arkham Intelligence, a wallet believed to be controlled by the United States government transferred 300 Ethereum, valued at approximately $699,000, to a wallet address ending in D46 on August 5th. The on-chain analytics firm also claimed that the funds within the wallet, which now shows a balance of $0, resulted from the U.S. government seizure. Now here's that transaction on the Ethereum blockchain. And again, you guys are like, I know this is like a thing that most people don't even know. You can check your transactions on the blockchain. Just type in Etherscan Explorer or ETH Explorer, Bitcoin Explorer, Sol Explorer. Just type that into Google, whichever blockchain or coin you're using. Put in your address, and you can see everything. I'm surprised a lot of people don't really realize that, because I've come across a couple people out there who always said, "Oh no, my money's gone." It's like, well, hold on, let's check your address. Where's your address? Okay, let's put that in there. No, it's in there. Okay, let's go in your wallet and see. So that's just one way to do it. And this is just showing the transaction on the blockchain. So this is what it would look like. But Ethereum's price action, this reported transfer of ETH by the United States government, follows days of disappointment and price action following the highly anticipated launch of Ethereum's exchange-traded funds in the United States. Now, independent analysis, Crypto Alliance, said that ETH's struggling price action following the ETF launch was mainly attributed to a lack of demand for the smart contract asset on exchanges. Now, the lack of demand coincides with a significant downturn across financial markets due to an interest rate increase by the Bank of Japan that sent the prices of Ethereum tumbling further. Now, Ether encountered a significant selling pressure, largely attributed to the handful of market makers who unloaded approximately 130,000 ETH valued at $290 million at the time of this writing. Now, they dumped that onto the market, and this caused ETH to sink to lows of around 2,100 on August 5th, and the digital asset continues to trade well below its 200-day exponential moving average. Now, Ethereum ETF outflows. According to CoinShares, weekly inflows reported data on August 5th that digital asset investment vehicles recorded their first capital outflow in 4 weeks. Outflows for Ethereum investment funds and products totaled $146 million for this week, and bringing the total outflow figure since the launch of Ethereum's ETFs in the United States to $430 million. Now, here's those assets flow for you, the chart. Now, CoinShares did note that the data was impacted by 603 million outflows from Grayscale's Ethereum Trust, which was introduced in July 2017 and has seen significant outflows since the introduction of Ethereum ETFs in late July. Now, CoinShare analysis James Butterfield reinforced the theory that the current market downturn is primarily driven by macroeconomic factors and geopolitical tensions. This negative sentiment among investors may potentially signal a longer recovery period for ETH than was initially expected. So yeah, so it's not just this that caused the price up. Again, like there's plenty of macro and geopolitical factors that take place. So it's not just like what happens in the markets, like what happens in the world. Like, did this country do that to them? Did this do this with that? It's like, I always saw it as like, when I studied chemistry back in the day, like there was different systems out there. You had closed, open, and controlled. Centralized side was more controlled. The crypto space was more of an open source. So whatever happened in the surroundings played an effect in there, and depending on what it was. But yeah, so it's not just this that caused the price to dip. It's not just the what else? What we just cover? The yen selling their debts, print more money and whatnot. There's many factors that go into it. But no, that was just another FUD article for you. I'm just reading you the news, just letting you know what's happening. Hopefully tomorrow will be a nicer day, and I believe it will. Who knows? Maybe we'll be back at 60,000. We'll see. But this was definitely a nice buying opportunity. But yeah, let's move on. That's like really all the macro price analytics that go along. Baxter, stop licking yourself. Yeah, this girl's been licking. I don't know why. But yeah, let's go on to the next article, where if you're in France, Bybit shuts down its operations following regulatory heat. So yeah, this one's coming from the Bitcoinist, and yeah, let's go through it. So Bybit, a well-known cryptocurrency exchange, said it would stop serving the French users on August 2nd. This was a surprise move that shows how strict regulators are becoming. Now, the decision comes after the Autorité des Marchés Financiers, France's financial watchdog, that put more and more pressure on the companies, and Bybit's operations will greatly limit, which is a very important time for the exchange and its French customers. Now, restrictions pile up. French users will have to deal with a lot of strict restrictions. Bybit has declared all accounts to be closed only, which means that users can't open new positions or buy things. Bybit wrote in an in-depth blog post about how it was ending a number of services such as one-click buy, peer-to-peer deals, spot dealing, and derivatives trading. Making deposits will also be illegal, making only transfers legal. Now, the regulatory news will get even tighter on August 13th when Bybit will automatically close any open accounts in the spot trading section, trading bots, or derivative goods. Now, in addition, all card services connected to the exchange will be shut down. French users should send help tickets if they have any problems or questions about these big changes. Now, we have historical backgrounds and problems with regulations. Now, notably, Bybit is not the only company that has to deal with legal problems. Another crypto giant, Binance, saw its founder Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, give up control of Binance France in December of 2023 because the AMF was pressuring him to do so. Now, these cases show that the French cryptocurrency market is subject to strict rules out there. Now, though it is facing challenges with authorities, Bybit is still a major participant in the global crypto market. Based on August 1st trade count, Bybit ranks second among platforms like Binance out there. Now, is it time to pack up? Bybit is bidding adios as the EU markets and crypto assets and laws take effect. The MICA wants all European VDA suppliers to follow the same guidelines, and this method encourages new ideas and makes crypto more accessible and safe for investors. These regulations are difficult for trading platforms like Bybit. Well, it's okay. We don't need them for trading. The crypto exchange has struggled with French laws before. The lack of any digital asset service providers permits was among the roadblocks that prevented the exchange from being allowed to operate in the country, not to mention a ban on the government imposed against it in 2022. So if you guys are using Bybit and you're in France, it's going away. Get your funds off of there, move them somewhere else, a non-custodial wallet, whatever you have to, or another exchange. But yeah, Bybit is shutting down. I believe you have till the 12th, like it said, to do it. So that was that article. Now, what else is going on? I think our next article is not such a bad news article, but it has to do with Ripple and their testnets being reset. Yeah, so let's learn a little bit about this one. This one's coming from CoinGate, and Ripple X schedules XRPL testnet reset to boost these features. So yeah, Ripple announces XRPL testnet reset on August 19th to enhance its stability, reduce its costs, and prepare for EVM integration and strategic growth. So finally, not such a bad article at all. Just Ripple news out there saying they're resetting their XRP. But yeah, let's hear a little bit more about it. Ripple has disclosed plans to reset the XRP Ledger testnet on the 19th of August 2024 at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. This reset is expected to take approximately 15 minutes and is designed to enhance the stability and efficiency of operating the testnet. Now, Ripple X schedules XRPL testnet reset. The testnet reset scheduled by Ripple is a continuous process of improving the stability of the XRPL testnet and minimizing its operational expenses. Now, the process will make testnet unavailable for approximately 15 minutes from August 19th at 3 a.m. So if you plan on using it or the testnet, just be aware the 19th, it's only 15 minutes. So don't go crazy if you didn't see this article and go like, what's this not happening? Because you just happened to try to do something at this specific time. But Ripple X pointed out that such resets are important for both developers and users to ensure that the testing environment is sound. Ripple X tweeted to everyone just saying, attention everybody, the testnet is about to be reset on the August 19th, 2023, and just let them know that all this reset's doing is going to help out with the stability and reduce the cost of running a testnet. So besides the reset, Ripple X is also looking at a permanent solution to strengthen the testnet even more. These solutions include restricting the access to testnet XRP to reduce network costs and strengthen the measures to protect the testnet and setting up a regular cadence for future assets. Now, enhancing the testnet resilience. The actions of RippleX are to contribute the improvement of the stability of the testnet environment. The introduction of access limitations for testnet XRP is aimed at avoiding overloading and potential abuse of the network so that it can serve its purpose of testing effectively. Concurrently, further measures will be put in place in order to prevent any threat and/or disruption to the XRPL testnet. Now, another action is to improve the testnet stability and is to the creation of a reset schedule. This is a good practice which will ensure proper performance and align developers on the expected testing environment. Now, how does this affect the strategic partnerships and the ecosystem growth? Well, in tandem with the testnet advances, RippleX is scaling up the exploration of the incorporation of EVM on the XRPL. This development presents a huge potential in the world of DeFi and the tokenization of real-world assets to developers. Now, this strategy is to be boosted by RippleX, the partnership with Axelar, which will be the sole bridge for the sidechain's native token. Axelar's ability to bridge over 50 blockchains strengthens the integration of the XRPL EVM sidechain. Now, another recent partnership with the Archix, which will help in onboarding hundreds of millions of dollars of tokenized real-world assets to the XRPL, which I believe I covered that article the other day. So XRP is killing it with some partnerships out there. Now, the XRPL development and community engagement. RippleX is also still involved with the XRPL community and encourages the creation of other testnets to be used for various purposes. Some of the latest developments from Ripple's president, Monica Long, include Oracle and multi-party computational standards to be executed soon on the XRP in order to increase the security of transactions and reliability of the network. Now, these are expected to drive up the network's usage and get more developers and institutional players involved. In addition, according to the CoinGape's report, XRPL's activities is increasing primarily because of the increased micropayment transactions. Now, these have recently picked up and are contributing large transaction volumes to the network on a daily basis. This is due to the new users and applications that have adopted the XRP for small and frequently transactions, showcasing the efficiency of the ledger and handling high transactions through point. So yeah, so that's what's going on with XRP out there. Or not just XRP, the XRP ledger. I keep forgetting those are just other projects built on Ripple's network and everything. Yeah, I still got a lot to learn about XRP and Ripple. I don't hold it. I prefer Bitcoin, but I know a lot of users out there love it. So I hope this article did give you a little tickle or whatever, fancied your interest, because it's not bad news in this world of fun news articles out there. So I do hope you enjoyed it, all you Ripple heads out there. Now let's move on to our next article. We still have a couple more to get through, maybe I think 4 more articles. So here's another FUD article, and it relies on Circle, the USDC stablecoin out there. Now, this article is coming from crypto.news, and Circle to discontinue USD support on the Flow blockchain. So if you are using USDC or storing it on the Flow blockchain, you may want to transfer that to another blockchain, whichever one USDC supports. But yeah, the Circle issuers of the stablecoin USDC have announced that it will end support for its stablecoin on the Flow blockchain effective September 3rd. So you have at least a month to make that change. In a blog post on August 5th, Circle announced that its decision to end USDC support on Flow is due to the blockchain network's upcoming Crescendo upgrade, minting of the US dollar peg stablecoin, and will continue on Flow until August 27th, 2024 at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so you got 20 days to do it, not a full month. Now, Circle's Mint customers, the retail USDC holders, and non-Circle customers who hold USDC on Flow are highly encouraged to transfer from Flow to other blockchains ahead of the September 3rd, 2024 deadline. Circle wrote to Flow's Crescendo upgrade and how it's expected on September 4th. Now, USDC on Flow, when the deadline rolls in, the stablecoin issuer will freeze all available USDC on Flow. A snapshot showing users' business and institutional customer balances on chain will help facilitate manual redemptions that will begin in September 4th. Circle notes in a blog post that it only caters to businesses and institutional customers, and as such, Flow has provided an expectation of what's next for USDC holders and non-Circle customers with balances on the blockchain. Now, effective on September 3rd at 3 a.m. Eastern or ET time, ahead of the Crescendo network upgrade, Circle will cease support for USDC on Cadence, and as EVM-based ERC20, USDC will become naturally compatible across the entire Flow ecosystem. And Circle and Flow will offer dedicated resources and support to facilitate the process, ensuring a smooth transition for all users, the team Flow said in an announcement published on August 5th. Now, what is next for users? So what can you expect to happen? According to the Flow's update and the Flow team, they will issue a new wrap token of the network in the next 7 days. The wrap token will be backed by USDC bridged on the Ethereum network, allowing holders of the USDC on Flow's Cadence release to easily swap them ahead of the September 3rd upgrade. This means users can choose from several ways as they look to wrap and bridge the assets ahead of the Crescendo upgrade, including depositing to Dapper Wallet, swapping tokens to Flow's native token Flow, or into the soon-to-launch wrapped USDC. Now, alternatively, they can opt to wait for manual redemption after September 3rd's deadline. So yeah, if you guys don't want to play or do it yourself, you can always wait till the 3rd, but you have until September 3rd to do it yourself. But why do you even want USDC? If I had to choose between a stable coin, I'd choose Tether out of them all. Like, I remember what was it? Was it Silicon Valley, Silvergate? Remember when we had that last dip and everything went down? It totally depegged USDC, and then the government had to do a bailout in order to bring that back up. And usually when a stablecoin depegs, it's not going back. So that's just something like both coins are still completely centralized. Like, do I trust holding my coins in Tether? No, but I still think it's better than USDC. That's just a Sherpa's opinion. What do you guys think? Which one do you like better or prefer to use? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love it. I had to clear my voice. But that is the USDC news. Let's see what else is going on. What other FUD news articles we got? We got a hack or a compromised wallet. So those of you in Australia, pay attention, because this one's coming from the Bitcoinist, and federal police uncover a major crypto scam, and 2,000 Aussie wallets were hacked. So hopefully you are not involved with this. Which wallet is it? I don't know. Let's go through this article to find out which one it was. So over 2,000 Australian-owned crypto wallets discovered by the Australian Federal Police have been hacked by foreign fraudsters, and the Financial Review reported on it. So part of a larger effort called Operation Spincaster, which seeks to fight cybercrime worldwide, this concerning find marks the latest accomplishment in the war against crypto crime. Now, both the AFP and the Joint Policing Cybercrime Coordination Center, which collaborates with law enforcement agencies and other governments to curb digital fraud and scams, have been the driving force behind the operations, respectively. Now, compromised crypto wallets tied to several exchanges. Based on the report, the compromised digital wallets have ties to several crypto exchanges, though it did not disclose in detail the names of the exchanges. Hackers have a way of getting through defenses and taking advantages of vulnerabilities. Once inside a system, they take control, leaving unsuspected victims drained of their hard-earned money. Now, news about bad actors being able to siphon off millions of dollars in cryptocurrency from gullible consumers have been rampant, and the Australian police, as well as other international authorities, are always on the lookout for the next hack out there. Now, the AFP has underlined the crucial requirement of people to boost their security protocols while making Bitcoin transactions in order to avoid becoming victims of such frauds. Now, given this revelation, the AFVP is advising crypto users to stay alert and follow best standards for protecting their digital resources. Strong distinctive passwords, two-factor authentication, and avoidance of unwanted emails can do the trick. Now, these are good tips if you're leaving them on exchanges. Now, if you want to have the ultimate security, get a non-custodial wallet, but then you got to take responsibility for the security behind it, where you're storing it, protecting your seed phrase and private key, which computer you're going to be plugging it into. So yeah, lots of stuff you got to take advantage of. But like, this is more like just protective factors if you're leaving on exchange. Make sure that two-factor is good. You have a distinct password that's strong, and just avoid unwanted emails. So that's always just great, just tips just to avoid by. But data shows that fraudsters are progressively paying on the next targets using advanced techniques as the growth in Bitcoin scams continue the paranoia down under. Why did I just go with an Australian accent? Now, AFP's continuous efforts against cybercrime. The Australian Federal Police is not just concentrating on Bitcoin scams, but also on more general operations like ransomware and other kinds of digital fraud as part of its continuous attempts to fight cybercrime. Now, when it comes to curbing cybercrime, the aggressive actions being conducted by the AFP and worldwide collaborations are essential components in an environment where the digital landscape is continuously shifting. Law enforcement agencies have been using their approaches in order to protect the interests of both individuals and businesses. The revelation of more than 2,000 Bitcoin wallets have been hijacked highlights the urgent need for users of cryptocurrencies to improve their level of security and knowledge. The Australian Federal Police is currently conducting investigations operations with the object of reducing the risk associated with digital fraud and safeguarding Australians from being susceptible to these sophisticated schemes out there. Now, this article didn't even cover which wallet that was. So there's 2,000 wallets that were hacked, but which wallet was it? Did it specify? Was this an exchange, like a fraud? Does like an email? People gave up their seed phrase. Man, I hate when an article doesn't give you all the details out there, but yeah, so hopefully you were not affected by that. And why was this light so dim? There we go. Now you can see me better. But yeah, so that was another FUD article for you. And yeah, hopefully you were not affected by it. But yeah, just always be safe and secure with where you're storing your cryptos and just, yeah, be safe out there. Now let's move on to our final two articles, which are kind of interesting or are kind of good, not bad. Yeah, let's go through it. This second to last one is coming from Cointelegraph again, and the Xapo Bank debutes interest-bearing Bitcoin fiat accounts in the UK. Xapo Banks enters the UK markets and becomes the first in the country to launch interest-bearing Bitcoin and fiat banking accounts. Very interesting. Let's learn a little bit about this one. Now, Gibraltar-based Xapo Bank has officially entered the market in the United Kingdom after successfully receiving its local banking license. The bank is launching new banking services catering to users wanting to hold Bitcoin. On August 5th, Xapo Bank revealed that it is the first and only licensed bank in the UK to offer a combined interest-bearing United States dollar and Bitcoin banking account. And right now we see the Bitcoin price is at 54,400. So yeah, it's moving up, still down in the 24-hour period, but it is up from its lowest point today. Now, entering the UK markets, according to the announcement, Xapo customers can also send funds of up to 1 million British pounds or 1.28 million US dollars and make payments to the UK-based wallets in bank accounts. The Bitcoin accounts yields 1% without staking, lending, or locking up the assets. Xapo said that those with Bitcoin accounts are able to spend it like fiat with universally accepted debit cards, along with other financial services such as investing in the S&P 500 stock or acquiring select cryptocurrencies. Ooh, S&P 500. Didn't that one go down too today? Hold on, where was that article? Let's see. Yep, it was right here. S&P is down 3%. So yeah, it wasn't the only one that went down. But hey, that's pretty cool that you can spend it like normal money out there, which cryptocurrency is this normal money. These guys are just making it a little bit easier for the common folk out there. Now, additionally, Xapo Bank has integrated stablecoin payment rails with the US dollar bank accounts. Seamus Roca, the CEO of Xapo Bank, said it was not an easy feat to passport its banking license into the UK, though they are eager to expand local memberships. Joyce Garcia, the director and head of regulatory and public affairs at Xapo Bank, called the access to the UK market unique and an opportunity to share the futures of digital finance. Now, the UK is swiftly emerging as a global hub for cryptocurrencies innovation, boosting a promising regulatory framework and a dynamic financial ecosystem in talent-rich environment. Now, the UK crypto prospect. The UK has been active in trying to position itself as a world leader in crypto and blockchain space. The country's Financial Conduct Authority recently estimated that 10% of adults in the UK held cryptocurrencies in 2023. Now, Xapo is not alone in being a new financial service provider to gain local authorization for operations for UK regulators. On July 25th, the global neobank and fintech company Revolut secured its banking license after a 3-year regulatory process. This was a significant milestone for the company, which is headquartered in the UK, solidifying its position in its home market. Now, additionally, in mid-July, the cryptocurrency exchange Kraken announced its expansion of its custody service to customers in the UK. So I guess they weren't allowed to do it beforehand, but now Kraken will be there, and Kraken is at least one of those big names, trustworthy exchanges if you had to use an exchange. Because I get so many people that come to these crypto clubs out there, they're giving me these trading accounts, they got like an expert, it's like whoa. Okay, let's just try to get your money off of this first and make sure you still haven't aren't scammed. And then if you're going to continue it and you want to use an exchange for an on-ramp, off-ramp solution, stick to the big names out there. And Kraken is one of them. Binance is one. Bitrue, Coinbase. Just stick to the big name ones, not these weird ones that have a weird name like Bitcoin Wallet or Bitcoin Exchange. It's like, what is that? It sounds so made up. So yeah, be careful out there on those exchanges. But that's pretty cool. So the UK is definitely getting. So UK, yeah, the UK, United Kingdom is slowly increasing. I think someone mentioned it in the comments saying, no, the UK is not really growing at all. But when I see these articles, who do I trust? But yeah, so that is that one. Now let's move on to our final article. At least one good news article came out from this. One person did succeed, or not one person, one crypto did succeed, and didn't get affected by the FUD out there. And who was it? It was the AaveNet. They ended up netting $6 million in revenue amid the crypto plunge. So yeah, not everyone was hurting today. Let's hear about their success. So decentralized finance protocol Aave generated more than $6 million in revenue as the prices of crypto plummeted. Stani Kolekojov, founder of Aave, said in a post on X on August 5th that the DeFi protocol secured the revenue after navigating the crypto market plunge that had investors reeling in on Monday. Aave, which traded higher to hit $117 on August 2nd, followed by lows of $79 on August 5th amid the crypto crash. But Aave sees $6 million in revenue. According to Koleshov, Aave helped secure $21 billion in value amid the bloodbath as the network was rewarded $6 million in revenue. Aave's revenue surge came amid the massive liquidation witnessed across the market as Bitcoin plunged to below 50,000, pulled all coins lower, but Aave also saw a series of such transactions, with one involving $7.4 million worth of wrapped ether, resulting in $802,000 in revenue for the DeFi protocol. Now, Aave's protocol withstood market stress across 14 active markets on various layer 1s and layer 2s, securing $21 billion worth of value. Kolchev noted Aave's treasury was rewarded with $6 million in revenue overnight from decentralized liquidations for keeping the market safe. Now, DeFi Llama data shows that Aave's treasury currently holds over $119 million worth of assets. However, pullbacks in the crypto prices have seen the total value locked on Aave drop to around $16.8 billion, down 20% this week. So okay, so I guess the token didn't do too well, but the people behind Aave did very well. But crypto liquidations surpassed $1 billion today. Crypto traders with massive bullish bets on digital assets derivatives have seen more than $1.2 billion liquidated in the past 24 hours. Long liquidations account for the largest share of the rec positions with $956 million, while bearish bets currently stand at $265 billion. According to CoinGlass data, more than 370,000 traders liquidated as the market mirrored declines across the market signal. It's the largest liquidation and order 27 million accrued Hubi tokens. So yeah, anyways, this article continue. Yeah, that is it. Just saying what just happened. So they still did fine on the liquidity aspect of it. So people using their DeFi platform, that's when you got the liquidity staking on these DeFi platforms. How they work, people provide liquidity, trades happen, and then they earn the fees on those trades and the swaps that take place. And these guys had plenty of them out there, which resulted in the $6 billion profit for them. So yeah, so that's at least one good news for them. Not good news in the price of the token, but good news for the company. But that is it for you with all these FUD articles out there. So many. Markets are down. We're in red, but who knows? This could change by tomorrow. It could be back up to 60,000. Who knows? I think when I started this article, I covered the fear and greed index was at 21. Looks like we pulled back up to 31 per the fear and greed index chart right here. So we're still in fear territory, which again is still a great buying opportunity. 54 did keep buying. We're making our way up. So who knows where we're going to go? I just know maybe by October we'll probably be seeing some all-time highs again. That's just me following the chart, previous cycles, what they all look like, and whatnot. But yeah, so that is all that for you. I hope you guys are staying safe, especially the other people in northern Florida. It just passed us here. We're still getting a little bit of drizzle. I got to fix a glass table that broke in our front. So I'll fix it. I got to clean up all that glass. But yeah, I hear that storm's heading to not Tampa. Tampa hit us first. What's up? Tampa? No, Tallahassee? I don't know. I do not know my geographic locations in Florida still. But no, so hopefully you guys still safe up there. If it turns into a Cat 1 hurricane, get out of there. Go take some shelter somewhere. But just be safe. And yeah, don't be so fearful, guys. Like, everything's still going to be A-okay. I'm buying more. Everyone that comes in here is going, oh, I need to buy more. This dip is good. It's so good. So people know what's up. So yeah, so I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Just don't be so fearful. If you are, get out, touch grass, and it's all good. Hug your dog if you got one. Yes, because how can you not love a dog? So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, the Crypto Sherpa and Baxter is out.